Donald Trump warned rival President Joe Biden that the current indictments against him could come back around and end up biting him if the ex-president is re-elected in 2024. Because of Joe Biden, I spend a lot of time in courts, federal, state, city, and tomorrow I'll be attending another Biden-inspired federal appeals court argument on presidential immunity in Washington, D.C., Trump, 77, in a video posted to Truth Social on Monday, January 8. Of course, I was entitled as President of the United States and Commander-in-Chief to immunity. I'm entitled to immunity. Every president has immunity, especially one that did the job I did. I did a great job, and I wasn't working for myself, I was working for the country. I wasn't campaigning, the election was long over. Wasn't campaigning. I was looking for voter fraud, something that I have to do under my mandate. I have to look for voter fraud, and I was finding it. Tremendous amounts of voter fraud in the 2020 election, he claimed. When referring to the recent indictments, Trump has been indicted 4 times in 2022. The businessman alleged, I was doing my job, which I had to do. Frankly, it's never happened in our country before. It only happens in third world countries or banana republics. They're using their Department of Injustice to go after his political appointment, sick, and this is all him, 100% him. He's the one that told them to do it and they obey his orders. It's a shame. Never happened in the United States before, but it's happened now, he fumed before going after Biden, 81. And he has to be careful because that could happen to him also. The next president, whoever that may be, has a statute of limitations that go back 6 years. That's a long time, Joe. You have to be very careful. We have to guard and protect our country. We have to do what's right for our country. He concluded, you don't indict your political opponent because he opposes the corrupt election, which you know was corrupt. Everybody knows it was corrupt. The American public knows it was corrupt. You don't indict your political opponent. Of course, people thought the rambling message was bogus. One person wrote, this guy lives in fantasy land thanks to the Republicans who emboldened him, while another said, it's always about revenge for this corrupt criminal. A third person pointed out how this could eventually blow up in Trump's face down the line, writing, but, Donald, you said presidents have absolute immunity, Donald. That means President Biden has absolute immunity, Donald. You said so, Donald. A fourth person quipped, if this doesn't scream, I'm guilty and the lawyers can't fix it, I don't what does, while another added, doesn't he realize that Biden could jail him if these powers existed? In the meantime, Trump made an appearance at a federal courthouse in Washington, D.C., on Tuesday, January 9, to argue that he's immune from prosecution for his actions during his presidency.